Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. It's Alexander Smith coming at you. How's everybody doing today? I can't even pronounce that. Leowa. I'm waiting for the rest of the thing, I'm waiting for some others coming in. I just come up with a thing with as in the tune in it. I'll play in my head. Gotta get up. On and on by a rolling shop. Buy it, sell it, they give you in hand. On and on a losing card. See, the channel is not really a karaoke channel, but could be a karaoke channel. As in, because I do like music, and my mum's another one. She's into music. I was talking to mum the other day, and I was saying about her actually playing the keyboard, and she goes, "I'm not really that good," and she goes, "I'm only one-handed," because I was showing her this woman. She's actually blind. She's actually blind, and she's actually on Facebook, and her actual views on her channel actually took off just recently. She done a few ABBA songs, and she's quite good with obviously the keyboard or whatever she's got. And I was showing mum it, and I says, look at that. I says, but you're quite good with keyboard, because I was thinking, well, maybe do a duo, and I thought, mum playing keyboard. Now, people actually hearing that would be like, wow, as in that's somebody that's talented, right? But mum's got this thing, she doesn't like being on camera, and also she doesn't like to notice. If you were doing it, you would have to do it as in sort of not unknowing that you were actually recording her, because she gets what they call stage fright, and then she becomes very, very nervous, and then that's when she starts getting things wrong, and she knows exactly if she's playing a tune, she can tell what bit she's got wrong, and that's how good actually she is. But that's who I learned a lot of things off her, as in musical. But at primary school, I was taught by she was in her late 50s or something like that, as in this Mrs. Fury, or that's what was her Mrs. Fury. And that's fine, John Jacobs. I know I'm waiting for a whole load, because there is on the title it says there has been a development, and I want to talk about the actual development, what's happened, because it's actually a bit of good news for a change. So the channel is, hi Squishy, the channel is slightly moving, but it's not moving as fast as I would like it to go, but it's getting there slowly but surely. Hi Jeep and John. So I wanted to talk about the development, because the whole idea with the last video, or the video before that, was a GAW. Now, I don't know if somebody's got their facts mixed up. Somebody was doing a live stream and said, oh, you can do a GAW on my channel, as in on their channel. I'm not going to mention names, but the thing is, I don't get this stuff for free. That's overstock. That's stuff that I bought. Hi, hi Steve, that's stuff I bought off of other channels because of Joe Durbin and that at the time. And that has been overstocked. So I'm actually going, well, as in what they call sharing, they call it sharing is caring. Or that's what they say. So I decided that I had too many of Mia's coins. I also had too much of Lighty Collected sent me because I'd sent a £10 donation, and they decided to send me stickers, which Rolls was doing. Also ding me as in pens. So I decided to put stuff into a bag because I was like, well, I'm not going to keep it. And what's the point of it sitting here because I'm not going to use it? So I thought, well, I'll put it in GW bags and me either make them first prizes for the wheel or give them as GW. I thought, but I didn't want anybody feeling sectioned out. The only problem that I have is the shipping, because the way I do shipping, I do mine's tracked. So that basically I know that person definitely gets it. But that is actually expensive. Now, when I put a package out there, I can actually put quite a bit in it for that money. Not just a little couple of bits. I'm talking about nearly as in, but I don't know how much weight you're allowed, right? So I don't know, right? But I use that because it means then I can actually prove, I can send the person a tracking number and say, there's your tracking number. Because when I send it the cheaper way, it's only proof of postage. I only get a sheet and it tells me where it was sent from and where it's going. It doesn't give me a tracking number, which means then that the person can track their parcel going to them. But there has been a development. Three people have actually put in money or donation to the shipping fund, because any money that goes into the shipping fund will go into my PayPal account. When it goes into my PayPal account, I do not touch what goes into my PayPal account, but I take out when I'm buying stuff, I take out the money from my main account, which is my bank account, not my PayPal account. So money goes in it. So I'm keeping a tally. I'm actually keeping a tally at the moment, how much is in that fund. That fund is for that, because there is going to be changes on YouTube. As in, I heard it from another party. I'd heard asking a certain person, and they said that Spots, whatever else, is being looked at, is being investigated, because there is going to be changes. I don't know when they're coming. I don't know how bad it's going to be. I've decided that I'm putting up all the coins from my stock that I'm not going to use for my own collection is going into that there. But I'm actually trying to buy first prizes at the moment, as in like clad sets. I'm talking about not just one coin. I'm trying to either buy silver, as in a generic round, as in, or something, a copper round, or something that is worthwhile to do as a first prize. But when you are on said wheel, you get, listen to me when I say it, you will get a minimum prize. The minimum prize has got coins from my collection and something that I picked out specially to put in the envelope. The reason why there's numbers on the envelope, because there's 1 to 12 on the wheel. So this is what the development is. But the development I want to talk about is 3 people involved. I want to put it out there. And fun enough, one of the persons just came into the chat, which is kindly donated to the shipping fund, Andrew Cooper. Thank you, Andrew, for your donation as an into the shipping fund. The other one is Brissy Boy from Australia. The thing is, if you want to donate to the shipping fund, it can be as little as you want or as much as you like. But I'm going to say it is not compulsory. If you do not have the money, do not put it into the account. Only if you have a spare couple of pound to put in that pot, because that pot will help to send stuff out. I don't want people feeling sectioned out, because when I first started on YouTube, I went round everybody and asked them, do you ship to United Kingdom? Some of them said yes, some of them said no. I didn't get deterred from that. I knew some of the reason why, but I also felt sectioned out. And that's why I keep saying I don't want anybody feeling sectioned out, because there's a lot of supporters in this chat right now, or that actually support this channel and believe in me, which I don't understand why, support the channel. And I don't want them feeling sectioned out, as in like Jeep and John RMS, as in I don't care what part of the country or what part of the world you are. If you're a supporter on this channel and you watch the videos and you enjoy the videos and you comment to the videos and you put thumbs up, use a part of the channel. It's part of the channel as a whole. And that's why you see me sometimes when I have an idea in my head, I have this idea in my head and I go, wonder if this will work. Don't know. I need a second opinion. And I go, I don't know. And then I put the video, because somebody's told me, just put the video out there. Just put it out there. So I put it out there and I say to you guys, can you please comment? That's me asking your opinion as a whole. What do you think, guys? Do you think this is worth doing? I need that input. I need that input. I actually need that input put in. And that's why I felt that's what the comments were always there for, as in your opinion. Because at the moment, as in I went and, if you go on my Facebook, I don't want to start it being negative, but I shared a post on Facebook. It's called It's Gone Viral, and there's a guy who's an auditor, and he's outside the Southampton police station, and the policeman comes out and he starts asking questions, and it gets a bit volatile. Now, I put my opinion across to that, right? There's umpteen that went and actually had a go at me, and I had to actually turn the notifications off for that for so long. And the other week, I was watching something and it came up again, and the next thing I put I liked it or whatever, and it started coming in about me as in what comment that I'd left, and these people actually having a go at me. And I thought, this is getting ridiculous. I had to report it, but the thing is, I felt like, well, I'm not allowed to say nothing, so it's like, as in, we Americans have got this thing about freedom of speech, and I thought, well, I'm entitled to my views, my opinions, but it doesn't mean to say people have to have a go at me. And that's what it was. It was like a verbal attack on me, as in you think this and me, you're wrong and all the rest. And I think, no, I'm allowed to put my opinions and my feelings and what I think across. And I shouldn't have to, as in worry about, as in people verbally attacking me. And they were calling me names like, you're a muppet, you're this, you're that. And I thought, that's really hurtful. That's really hurtful. And that was on Facebook. But that's why I don't want anybody feeling sectioned out. And I just wanted to put this live stream out there for, as in to give a shout out to Brissy Boy, Andrew Cooper, which Andrew's a mod for the channel. And also I forgot Polly. I forgot Paul. I knew I forgot somebody. I forgot Paul Hampton. I forgot Paul Hampton. I forgot Polly. I forgot Polly. As in the, what is it? Talks about spamming, as in a kind of spamming something ho-hos or something, or Oreos or something, or Obbies or something. Some kind of, it's like a chocolate biscuit or a chocolate cake, and he brings it up all the time. But I wanted to put that out there for because Paul Hampton's actually Paul's actually chipped in, and I was talking to him on Messenger. We were having a conversation, and I was telling him the idea. I was telling him the idea, and Paulie went, "Good idea, Alec." And he went, "What is your PayPal account?" And when he put the money in, I was like, wow. I was like, that's a lot that you've put in. And he says to me, "I know, Alec." He says, "I know it's expensive. I know it's expensive to send it over." I shouldn't have forgot about Polly, actually, America, but it slipped my mind. I was too busy as in talking about what had happened or whatever, as in the negative thing, because I felt like it's like you commenting and saying, I didn't like that part. I like me going, as in taking it out on one of you guys. I wouldn't do that. I feel that when you are commenting, I need to forget about the negative stuff and concentrate more on the positive stuff. And that was why I sort of went off tangent for a bit, America, as in I forgot with Polly, because Paul deserves a shout out, because I said to Paul, and Paul was like, "Well, I don't have any stickers." That was what it was, because I'm like, well, what I'd like you guys to do is, you don't have to donate money. If you'd like to send coins or even stickers in, but try and send in at least a few. What my channel is all about, right? When I first come to YouTube, somebody egged on the leg, or they egged it on about the leg. So instead of me feeling that maybe he thought I was lying about the leg, I would do the leg. And that started the buzz off. Then I went to a channel, which I'm not going to say names because some people get butthurt about the name I say, right? There was an auction, and I've always enjoyed auctions. So I started buying stuff. But then I got to a point, I went, well, this is becoming an addiction. I went, this is taking over. Now what can I do? And our whole idea was to bring something to the table, but I wanted it to be unique to everybody else. Didn't want it the same as everybody else. Didn't want to follow the bandwagon. I thought, right, I've had this idea. I'm going to buy stuff for other channels and resell it. But it didn't happen that way. The whole idea, I'm like, well, okay, I can afford to buy the coins, but I'm not getting rid of them. The coins themselves. And it's become overstock. And Mum's now, and I'm like, I'll attend to it, Mum. It's fine. I'm trying to do it because I went back to the phones. The reason why I went back to the phones is because I was going to subsidise the shit myself. But I felt, well, this is too much. I'm trying to do coins. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. I'm doing about 3 different parts to it. And I'm like, I'm never going to get this done. I'm never going to get anywhere. And then somebody said the other week there, Lighty Collects turn and says, that's good, you've went back to the coins. So all the negative stuff that I've been bringing as an out lately, some people haven't been enjoying it as much as what they do when I do the coins. But not when I'm in other channels, when I'm on panels, I can't talk about coins because some of them are like, oh, you talk about coins and we're going to put you in the basement. As in, you can talk about coins, but only to a certain degree because your channel is not about coins. And I'm like, okay. I'm in other communities because I'm trying to. This is how I like got up to that 1K because you done all the networking with other channels like drone channels, iSpike, George Found It Buried, Lemonhead Penny, worked it so hard and was like, I'm going to get this. Because the whole goal was like, well, YouTube set this goal out as in this requirement. Let's hit it. Let's see if I can hit that goal. And that's how I was like, and eventually I started seeing it climbing and I thought, oh, good, this is good. But it wasn't nothing about the numbers. And I'm like, well, okay, I'm happy where my numbers are at the moment, right, a 1K, because I feel as if I can handle it. I live in America and it's going to help. Same here. It's going to dogs as well. But as Americans, as America says, and re-established America. Exactly. This is what the whole thing is, America. It's like I decided that I wanted to grow as a whole, but I didn't know how to do it. And I was like, right, I'll buy stuff for that person, but I'll get, as in instead of just buying a couple of items, I'll buy maybe 5 or 10 or 15 items, and I'll take out 2 items that I like, or 2 items from my own collection, and that means then I've got stock sitting there. But now I'm like, well, I don't like the idea of selling it, because I don't know the price to actually sell it at. So I'm like, well, hold on a minute. What if I put that all on the table and say, right, this is on the table, this is what it's going to be, and just make up little because that's what I've been doing, making up little packages, as in for the wheel, and going, well, that's minimum, this is minimum, and I'm like, well, a slab, I'm looking at a slab and going, oh, that's MS69. I'm like, it's not a really name, like some of them are Annex, some of them are PCGS, some of them are like newest the ICG, and I was like, but that's still a nice item. And I was like, well, when that slabbed, I was like, that's got to be worth at least more than the value of the coin. And I'm like, because of the slab, what it's saying on the ticket. And I'm thinking, And then I thought, I could put that as first prize. But I need to get more. I need to get more of them. And that's how I was in Joe's the other night. I was trying to get other bits because I'm like, whoa, right. That Canadian, like a Canadian set came up, right? And I was like, well, it's no use just one coin. I was like, one coin, I'm like, $15. I'm like, I was like, if that was a set, that would be worth more as a first prize because it's the presentation of it. It's like, oh, I got this off Alec, and they open the bag up, or they open the parcel up, and they go, oh, I won first prize. It's a clad set or a proof set or something that was worth putting as a first prize. And I'm like, this is a good idea. But then I'm thinking, hold on a minute. Shipping price. How am I going to get over this one? And then I'm like, and then I went, well, I don't really want to ask the supporters, but let's see and what they think. And then 3 people come up, just totally, just happened. And I thought, And I said to Andrew yesterday, I was talking to Andrew yesterday in Messenger, and I thought, somebody pissed me off on Wednesday, and I thought, we're doing a live stream, because I was like, I was still peeved off about it, and I'm like, oh, and I'm like, I shouldn't have taken it the wrong way, but I did, and I'm like, I don't like it. It was like somebody like pushing a button, and it got to me, and I was like, I need to stop letting people push the buttons. But I was like, I don't, and I said to Andrew, I don't fancy doing a live today. And then just then I went, I'm going to do this live. I'm going to do this live. I went, I'm either going to do the video and see about the development, or I'm going to do a live stream, because the live streams get more view. The live streams get more views than what the videos do, and I'm actually short with the comments. I'm only getting a couple of comments every now and again, and I'm like, it's not as good as what it used to be with my comments. I'm like, I used to get maybe 15, 20 comments on one video, and that used to give me the buzz, because I'm like, every comment I would write would always be different. It wasn't like a generic wrote one. It wasn't a generic wrote one. So I was like, I would handwrite them. So I'm trying to think, where's that person coming from? And I was like, what do I put to that? So sometimes where I'm like, I don't know what to put to that. That was to the point, but can I elaborate on that, or say something just to make them feel that they're not, as in they've been acknowledged, that they've not been ignored, or I've not been ignorant to them, because that's not me. If I have somebody message me, I don't care who it is. It could be somebody, a scammer or whatever, and I'll not be ignorant with that person, because I'm like, well, how would I feel if I felt isolated or nobody wanted to talk to me? I'd be like, damn, do I belong in this world? And that's why some people actually take their lives into their own hands. That's why some people commit suicide, because they feel as if they don't belong on this earth, because nobody wants to even acknowledge them or give them the time of day. And sometimes it's a shame, but some people make it that way. They isolate themselves, and they don't realise what they're doing until it's too late, and then they end up in depression or whatever, severe depression and stuff like that. And I was like, I was a people's person. I was out there doing the books and all the rest for different companies and stuff like that. Might have not made a fortune off it, but I was out there, as in constantly on the go. And then when I had the leg, I've been like, and then we've had lockdown as well. So a lot of things have stopped me, and I'm like, I've not been out as much. And there's days where I'm like, I can't even be bothered moving. But I get a buzz as a news guy enjoy a video, and I'm like, they actually enjoyed that video. They actually enjoyed that. Right, now what can I come up with that's different to this video for the next video? Right, well, I do a vlog as in where I'm going, because I've still to put that one out, the one where it's a 4-part long, as in the journey for the Birmingham, coming back from Birmingham. Still on the phone. I still need to fix it. Yeah. I don't know when that'll come out. I've got ones for Greece as well. I've got bits and pieces for Greece, as in being in the winery, the olive oil production factory as well. So I've got stuff that's lying dormant. It's been God knows how long. So I'm like, I've got enough content, but then I'm thinking, well, hold on a minute. Everybody seems to like the one about the coins. Seems to be the coins that get more attention. I was like, right. Because as I said, there's 2 boxes. I actually moved Lemonhead, one of Lemonhead's boxes. I opened one of Lemonhead's because it was 4. Then there now is 3, but 3 hasn't been opened. Plus, there's a whole load, as in sitting in the cupboard. This for Joe Durbin, that they're all there as well. Don't know, Andrew. I don't know, mate. I still try. I think when I done that one at Birmingham, the Bristol Temple Meads, I lost my bottle, and I'm hoping that it doesn't happen again. My bottle doesn't crash if I'm going to you. But the thing is, I feel comfortable I feel comfortable with having you as a friend. And if I usually feel comfortable about something, I don't have this niggling doubts in the back of my head, as in when I'm travelling, because I do get my anxiety plays up, and sometimes I actually overanalyze things and things start to build up. And if I see somebody that I think is looking at me or is talking about me, or I think they're talking about me, and they keep looking at me a certain way, I get this. It's like, exactly, I know you because I built that bond, and when I feel comfortable with somebody, that's when I'll do it. I just need to figure out what, as you said, what month. I didn't want to put you out. I wanted to do it when you were off work. But I'm not one for hotels. I don't do hotels. No, usually. I'm usually, as in when I go down to see family or whatever, usually I stay with them. I usually don't go to a hotel. But I need to look at, if I'm going to yours and I can't stay at yours, it means then I need to go somewhere else. So it means then I need to find out the cheapest place to go, or the cheapest place to have for a room. Oh, I knew that. That's fine. I'll pay for the petrol. It's not a problem. I pay my way. I wouldn't have anybody out of pocket. That's one thing. Because I just seen that. It was something. I watched Conan's video, and it said this person's a scammer. But I couldn't understand why he'd said this person's a scammer. And I watched the last live stream that the person done in the last 20 hours. And it was that I was like, hold on a minute here. I was like, I get where Conan's came with that, as in I know where he's got it from or where he's picked it up from. I was like, she's wanting to hang me, as in somebody to do a GAW in her channel. So she wants things for nothing. There's a difference. That's all bought. That GW, that was all bought and paid. That was all bought and paid for. But I didn't want to say that in the video, as in it was all bought and paid for. I didn't want that coming across like that, because the whole idea was to grow our USA family. That's the whole idea, is to grow our family over into the British waters, bring it over here, because there's stuff that they're wanting over here, as in the Americans. There's coins out there that were sank many years ago, and they're looking for them. But what they want to do is digitalise all the rights, or digitalise all the history, and put it into a book or on digitalised format, so that basically you can look it up. I know what they're up to. I know exactly what's going on, because I looked into it, because Kitty wrote stories. When Kitty wrote stories, she actually wrote them, the stories about this guy who she'd met, right? And she called him Tiger. When the last time I spoke to her, right, she told me that Tiger was me, for years back. Tiger was me. She wrote these books, so she couldn't understand why the auditors or the people that she'd taken the book to or wrote stories for, because they're sexual. They're really romantic. They're really good. But there's actual sexual orientation in the actual scripture. Right? Now this company took it, but she couldn't understand why they wanted to change the origin or location. And when I started looking up, that's when I found out about all the digitalized stuff, as in for paperback. And that's when I realised, I thought, hold on a minute. So they want to send it to PCGS. So they want to rewrite. They're writing history. Some of the history was our history. But I'm not going to turn around and say, well, that was our history, as in you are wrong with doing that. I'm not going to. I don't want. I'm not that type of person. As in, if they want to rewrite history and they want to make it that the history is their history, that's fine. Because when you look at the British coins, you see, like the Canadians, they've got the Queen's head in them, but the reverse is totally different. So some of your history is their history as well, if you get me. So they're writing this history, but as they're writing it, they're actually digitalising it so that you can actually go onto the internet and go, I want to look up 1989 coin or 1895. I want to see pictures of this coin. I've also want to see history. What, how did that coin start? Where was that coin originated from and all its background? So I understand. The thing I end up, because it was like 100 I think it was like that Bristol Temple Meads one was about 160 odd quid or something. I think it was an open return. No, I just hope that nobody's taking offence with what I've said. But I noticed there's only 3 watchers, as in 3 people that's watching. I wasn't having a go at anybody over in America, as in that. It's not me. I'm not bashing anybody. I'm not down degrading anybody. I'm just saying that this is what I found out by researching a lot of stuff, as in because I was trying to figure out how social media work. Never done YouTube before, as in wanted to know how to do YouTube and what things you said, what things you didn't say, as in all that kind of stuff. And I've sort of got a train of thought, as in for the channel. And this is what I'm doing. I want to be able to grow the channel. But as I said, it was never about becoming famous. It was never making profit of the coins. It was just to give something back to put on the table. That was the whole idea behind it. And it was like the pennies. I started off with the pennies. As Andrew says, I've got more rolls than Greg's. Of course I have, because I started collecting for as far back as I possibly could, like for the Wheaties, Canadians, because I found out the Canadian pennies, they've stopped making them. The Canadian pennies, wheats, and then I wanted it to go full on. But as I was doing it, the collection was getting growing and growing and growing. Fucking hell, Jesus Christ. And I was like, a roll, it's got 50 pennies in it. I was like, well, what can I do with these 50 pennies? And I'm like, well, I only want to take 2 pennies for the top, keep 2 pennies, and then get rid of the rest of them. But I was like, I didn't want to be too, like, I'm trying to get the word in. I didn't want people feeling as if I was ripping them off or I was ripping the whole at it. That was the whole idea behind it. I was like, I don't want to be ripping the whole at it, but I want to be selling them and that'll make then that I'll have enough money for more coins for the channel. Because I'm like, well, if I keep buying coins, it means then I've got content for the channel, content for the channel itself. So I'll get something to talk about and something to go, look guys, look what I got today. I got such and such. Let's have a look at this. Because it's like, last night I was like thinking and I'm going, hold on a minute. And Joe's bringing all these W quarters up, right? So he's bringing all these W quarters up in the auction. And he goes, if you get them for less than that, Alex, says you a watch. Hi SM. I don't know if that's SMAC, because I'm actually needing stickers as in the ones that was done, because I need a whole load. Aye. So I seen them with these W quarters and I'm like, I've got quarters and I've never opened these rolls. I wonder if there might be W's inside them. They might be just fruit bats that's in them, so it might be fruit bats all the way through, but there might be bits in between, as in, and I never opened them, and I've got like 3 rolls of them. And Joe's like, I hope you do well with these. He's like, I hope you do well with these, Alec. Don't know what's in them. And he showed the top, went, they're such and such in the auction. That's 2019 P with P on it. So I seen them, went, it's got fruit bat on them. I love bats. I love animals, different animals. Right. So I seen them and he's like, I hope you do well. I hope you find something good in this, Alec. Never opened them yet. So I'm like, well, if I open them, I don't want them laying about. I don't want them all scattered all over the place. So I'm like, well, if I open them up and I get 25 people or 50 people that want them, or they say, I would like one. That means then I can put them into bags, because that was what I was thinking. I'm like, well, we'll do, because that's what I'm saying. I've actually got 2 boxes. There's 2 boxes already, so the game can go on. But the whole idea with the GAW was to put the GAW forward and say, look, this is going to be drawn in 2 weeks' time from when the video went out. Yous have got to comment. Yous are all welcome. Yous are all, everybody, everyone, not UK only. Everyone is to comment in that one. But I don't know what way I'm going to do it, where I'm going to use the comment picker, because I've never used it, the comment picker, or I'm going to use the wheel, but we're going to make up numbers, and we're going to, because I didn't know how many people would get into that, whether it would only be a couple, or whether it would be 12, or whether it would be 20, or whether it would be 40. I didn't know. I just took it that was what I was going to do, because I'm like, well, what if we did GW, we did like that bag, what I've done, and do that once a month, as in that's once a month, and then we'll do like the first prizes all the time on the wheel. But we have to actually pick a day and also a time for it, so that UK see it, and also the American lot, because that's what I want to do. I want us to all grow, as in, because I don't have many supporters, and as in the coin related people in the UK. So that was the whole idea, to get them into it as well, and say, oh, well, I would like American coinage, you know. I really like American coinage. I would love to have one of the coins. Or I'd like to have one of the coins. I've never seen one. I want to have a look at it. I want to actually touch it and handle it. That was the whole idea with doing American coinage, was so that they can handle it. Because it's all right seeing it in a camera and saying, right, I can view that in a camera, it's at auction. It depends. Some people are like a bit frightened to go into an auction. Or they're like, no, I don't really like auctions, or they don't like the idea of an auction, and they're a bit weary at auction. I'm not. I don't. It doesn't faze me, because I've watched auctions and how they run, as in proper auctions at auction houses for years. Because my dad used to take me to them, and I used sometimes. Mum says, probably he's sick, fed up, probably staring. No, I was interested in watching a car go through, and they tell you, it's 1989, MOT to such and such, mileage is non-verified, no guarantee. Or they would tell you where it had a warranty and all the rest, and they would go through it, because it was between buyer and seller. They only just took a commission off it. So I used to like going to the auctions to watch it happening. And that's what got me into a lot of things. But my dad didn't realise how much I was interested in the buying and selling. And then it just become like a second blood. And then when I come on to YouTube, I was like, what do I do? I was really like content for the channel. I see it doing well, and I was like, it's 400 now. I want it to go further. And then I was like, what content can I give it? And I'm like, well, I do phones, well, I do this, what? And I kept looking at different avenues. To see what was different to everybody else. Well, I do this, well, I do that. And then I would come up with an idea, and I go, like to Hooven, I'd really like to do box battles we use. And then she would turn around and say, you can't do it. And I was like, well, how can't I do it? And I was like, like I would get upset with her. It was like, she put the kibosh on it. No. And I was like, I really want to do this. I want to be able to play with him more. I want to be able to sit here and go, right, we're going to do a box battle to who gets the better ones out of what box. But then I would have to buy the box, and then they would have to ship it over here so I could play, because their coins is different from their coins over there. And that was the whole idea. And I was like, well, it means then I can't play with him. I want to be able to join. I want to be able to join in with the rest of the troops. But how can I do that? And then I was like, And then now because I built up the stock for so long, I'm like, I keep looking at it and I'm like really getting depressed, and I'm like, rooms of state, rooms of tip. And I'm like, I can't move. I'm trying to get over the chair and all the rest, and try to take stuff out, trying to organise it, and then end up putting it in a box. Then I've got to take it back out the box again to figure out, is that stuff for that's to be sold off, or is that for my own collection? And then I take stuff out and I go, do I have this one? Do I have that one? Is it in a different box? I just wanted to say about the development, because the development I thought was quite unique, and I was like, oh, 3 people chipped in. I was like, right, if we can get some more into it, because I would like to be able to finance it all myself, but the thing is, I just feel that it's too much. It's too much for me to take on, and I don't want people turning around and saying, well, we don't want to be part of it because you're asking for money. So you're asking for our help. But as I said, it's not compulsory. And like, if some people chip into it, it cuts some of the costs down. It means then it's less out my own pocket. But I'm willing to leave that pot there, and then somebody turns around, well, I can't afford it. Well, you can be part of this, but such and such has all helped you because they've all chipped in their bit. Then now you're sitting there scratching your ass. You're down in your luck, you're scratching your ass. But you're in there as well, because the rest of the team have all put our money into that pot, and there's enough for to send you something over too. That's what this is my whole train of thought. Up in my head. Right, there's a pot sitting there right now. We've got $100 or whatever it is. Right now, that's 4 packages can go out. There's somebody in the team, they want to be part of it, and they turn around and say, well, I've no money now. Hoping that eventually that they climb up the ladder and they'll turn around and say, well, here's a couple of pound I want to put in. I want to put this in, or I want to send you stickers. I want to send a whole load of stickers because I want you to be able to put them into packages while you send them out. I want that. That's exactly what I want. So it's not just a case of me. It's you lot as a whole. It's all of yous together. Oh, well, I would like to send a package full of stuff. I'm hoping he only takes 2 bits out of that, and he puts the rest up for the spin the wheel. I'll do all that. But I don't want people feeling they have to do that. That's up to them. It's not a compulsory thing. It's not compulsory. I'm saying that I've had this development, and I'm talking about the development, how it started, and the people that's involved in that development. There's 3 people already chipped in, but that money won't be used for buying coins. That money's only for shipping. That's what I'm saying. So that money's in the PayPal account. I'm not using the balance up, because I could use the balance against stock out that account, but I'm using my main account or my main bank account, and that's what's paying for the coins. So I'm not using the money in that PayPal account. So that's why I'm counting it up, because that's what I've done. I showed Andrew. I says there, it's there. I showed him a screenshot. It says there, it's there. If anybody wants to see, as in the screenshot it, and how much is sitting there, they can come and say in an email, because I'm not putting it out there as in thing on a live stream for everybody to see it. If you want to see it and want me to prove it, and as in to prove to you that I'm not bullshitting you, send me an email and say, can I see that screenshot? I want to see that screenshot and what it says, as in exactly how much is sitting there. I know it's there because I've already calculated it up. There's a bit, just, it's ding me as in it's actually sitting at, I'll actually tell the figure, it's actually sitting at 65 now. That's what It's about £22 to send a parcel over there. So that's what, that's three parcels that can go. That's 3 parcels that can go over there. That's 3. Because I'll be quite happy if somebody say, well, can I leave that stuff with you? Can I build up a wallet? Yes, you can build up a wallet on this thing, on the wheel. I just need to put it and mark your name on it and then put it aside so I know that's not going back into stock. That's such and such's package. That'll go out as and when it gets a bit full, as in to send it over. Because I didn't want to send just a couple of bits at a time. I thought all about it. I was like, hold on, and then I was like, and that's why I bring the boxes over like that, because there's plenty in it. There's quite a bit that's in it. But I still to get through that yet, as in what's for my collection, my own collection, to put it aside. I mean, opened it because I went back to doing phones. I found this guy. He had an auction, put it up on eBay. There was British coins, and it was the older British coins, like threepenny bits, the half crowns and stuff like that in a bag for 20 quid or whatever. I thought it was going to be a going thing. Found out he didn't do that kind of stuff, done mobile phones. So that's what ended up 7 weeks before Christmas. Brought me back into phones. I've got 5 boxes worth of stuff there now is to go on eBay, and I'm still going through it yet, and I'm like, I want to see the back yet. I was like, don't want to see it. That's what I'm like, I still to pair test them, make sure, because I've got to pair test them, I've got to make sure what network they're on, then put them, and what I'm doing is I'm building them into 2s. I'm building them into 2s, and then in the income, I saw somebody that had done eBay and they were putting incomplete. So I was an incomplete phone and they were saying it was incomplete. So I put the incomplete ones to one side, as in package them up, says right, that pairs up alright, but there's a problem with it, put it aside. Aye, Andrew, but the thing is, as in ours is only a couple of pounds. Theirs is not. Theirs is a lot more, mate. As in, when you send a package over to them, as in just normal, it becomes international airmail, which can take a long time. Like Brissy's took ages, man. And I was like, and I says to Brissy, pay me. I'm gonna put it out there, right? I owe Andrew stuff. I told Andrew, but I'm doing it as in that I've donated it on Andrew's behalf, the same as Brissy. I sent Brissy a package over. He wanted some coins, he wanted paid for the coins, and he also wanted paid for the postage, right? But the money that originally was paid for that stuff, I've donated it and said it's on behalf of Brissy. Paul didn't buy anything. Paul knows there's stuff that maybe for him, Philippines coins are something that he wants, and he decided that he wanted to chip in, as in because of maybe getting stuff from Britain. So I says, it's up to you, but I didn't force him. I didn't force his hand. I said, if you would like to. But when he sent it over, it was 15. It come out at the conversion of it came out to £15.27, and I was like, that's nearly the money that they charge me for the recorded airmail to go over there, because I usually put it as metal. When he asks me what's inside it, I usually tell him it's metal art that's inside it. So I'm not lying to them. It's metal art. How much is it worth? What's the value of it? What's the value of it? I didn't want to go into everything, Andrew. I didn't want to hang me as in to tell every and have to explain every bit. I didn't want that feeling that you hadn't donated. It's you put that money in and trust with me. I owe you stuff, and I know that. But it's went on too long, mate. It's went on too long, as in you waiting. So I decided that I said to you in Messenger, which Messenger between you and I is behind closed doors. It's not for everybody to know about that. You're a friend, as in, and wanting me to not to say things in confidence as on air, right? So I didn't want to go into all the its and buts and all the rest. I've donated that money that you put in and said it's from you. You have donated it to the shipping fund, and I'm putting it in. Although that it's my money, I could take it out because you are owed things, items. Polly didn't buy items. Polly put it in of his phone free will, but when he put it in, he blew me away. I was like, what? He goes, I've not got a lot of money now. I'm short because you've made me bid quite considerable amounts on auction, and I've had to pay over as in what I want to spend. And joking about it, he was joking about it to me as an over Messenger. I don't want to go into all the its and buts and all the rest and who's friends with me, whatever else. I have friends requests as in every couple of days or a week goes past and I end up with a new face and I'm like, I don't know that face. And then I make sure that it has a mutual friend that I know on YouTube and where it's came from, and I check them all out. I do the profiles and everything. I check every detail. I don't leave a stone unturned. I didn't want to put everything out there. I've said it's on behalf of Andrew. He's put the money in, and that money that is down me, that belongs to me by rights, is getting used for the shipping fund. That's to start it off. There's 60 odd quid in it. That's a start. That's the start to it. It means then I have less work to do, because if I have to do eBay and have to do this and have to do that, it's more work on my shoulders. The more pressure I put on my shoulders, the more my anxiety is going to end up go that sky high, and I'll not know what I'm doing, where I'm going. I'll be a headless chicken. I'll be like a headless chicken. 1 minute over there, 1 minute here, 1 minute there, not knowing what the hell what I'm doing. I've decided that I'm going to look after the channel. I'm going to make the channel grow, and I want the channel to be fun and enjoyable for everybody to come and enjoy it and hang out. And I think that will do it. I think that will do the trick. I think that will be a goer. I think that will be a goer. I think it will work well. I don't mind making up the packages behind the scenes and doing that. I enjoy that. I enjoy that. I actually enjoy that. That's therapeutic, that. Going, right, foreign coins, this coin, that coin, and getting a full baggie out and going, right, how many am I picking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because that's the whole idea, because you keep saying about the pennies. The pennies are coming out. The ones that you see in the MS69 are better. The P&D, they're coming out too. I'm going to open them. But I'm going to make up like 69, 70 and go right through it. And then it'll be like 5 or 6 coins. So it might be 4. It might be like 4 American or 3 American, 2 foreign. And they're also, I'm thinking, because people are asking me about them, the 50 pences. Are you going to do a coin hunt? Are you going to do this? Because that was Polly was saying as well. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? Do you mean am I going to do an American coin hunt or a British coin hunt? You got to explain it to me in details. You're saying you're from America, so I'm thinking you're asking me about American coin hunt. So you mean you want me to go through the rules? Hold on a minute here. Hold on. Let me get the facts right, or what you're saying to me, and try and understand it properly. But I'm thinking British, and then it's like Melissa saying, "Well, why should I get coins off of you when I can get them over there?" She has got a point. She's made a valid point. But can you get UK coins in America? So the packages are going over there with 50 pences, maybe £2 coins, because I've actually specialised another account that's off the main account and put it into that money. But the thing is, I'm thinking to myself, right, I get a £250 bag and we take out the coins that we're looking for that's different designs. So that ends up that £250 bag that goes back in again. It's not a £250 bag. It's short a £60 or £100 out of that bag. So that's £100. That's I retire Navy Rob. That's £100 that's out of that account. It's out of that account. I need to have enough to put back into that account or take money from the one account and put it to the other account. But if they're all help, if you guys all help, as in with the shipping, that's all I'm asking, for help with the shipping fund. It means then I don't have to worry about that, and I can cope with my side of the bargain, as in get the coins for America, get the coins, as in the British coins as well. Because I will do a British coin hunt, but I just didn't want to be like everybody else. I wanted to be different because there's Christopher Collects, as everybody knows. There's Warren, there's Judith, there's certain people that we go to on a Saturday, which you well know, Andrew, as in you can even say it as well on a Saturday. There's a certain place we go, as in that we enjoy going to that, and we get bits of freebie. As in that we don't have to pay a penny into it. But the thing is, as in that's because we support that channel, but they're doing it out of the goodness of their heart. And I'm thinking, that's how I was like, well, Bill Till went, I would like a pen. I was like, well, right, give him a pen. I was like, and they were saying about, as in the cost of the postage. I said, well, I'll pay it. There's £10. I put £10 into the thing, but I didn't expect a package to come and pens be in it, as in pens and bits. And there was no coins in it. There was pens. Right? Pens and stickers that Lols had made up on her cricket. She made them up into like little stamps. And I'm thinking, I don't need all of them. I was like, there was like 8 pens or something like that. So I took 3 pens out of it. I took one of Lighties, one of Lols. There was another one that said a different, it didn't say Light on it. It said like our club that he's made up was on it. I was like, right, I want that pen, I'm keeping that. But I was like, well, what do I do with the rest of the pens? And I'm like, I'm not going to use them. I was like, they're going to just sit there. And I thought, hold on a minute here. I was like, right, let's make a bag up. And I was like, this is when I started going through it. And I'm like, right, Mayor's is, I've bought stuff off Mayor. There was stickers of panda bears, and there was badges, there was small badges, there was a big badge, there was a couple of key rings and stuff. I was like, I don't need all of them. I was like, I only need one of that, one of this, 2 of that, 3 of it, 3 of that, and 1 of them. And then went, hi LAP coins. I went, I don't need the rest. I was like, well, what can I do with them? And I'm like, right, either I can make them as first prize, so somebody gets them and will like them and really appreciate them, or I do a GW. And then I thought, hold on a minute, we haven't done the wheel yet, or decided when the wheel's been doing. I keep putting it off the wheel. I thought, hold on a minute here, why don't I do a video where I do the GW, and as the GW's been drawn live, we then do the wheel. So then we start the wheel. That's what I thought about it. And then I was like, hold on a minute, right. And I started panicking. I'm going, I'm like, oh no, I've not thought of this doing. And then I'm like, why am I panicking for? And I'm like, I know why I'm panicking. I was like, because I want everybody being part of it. I don't want anybody feeling sectioned out or saying this is only for the United Kingdom, because there's only so many we've got at the moment. No, don't like that idea. No. I was like, right, okay, right, so it's going to cost me this amount to ship to the Americans, right? If I do that once a month, but it means then only one package is able to send out once a month. No, I want it more than once a month. I went, hold on, And then I was like, Andrew's put money in the PayPal account. Brissy's put money in the PayPal account, and that's why I came to you beforehand, because I was like, right, I'm going to put this out there in the live stream, but I want your approval. I want you to know about it, so you don't turn in. Who the hell is he? Why is he shouting my name out? What have I done wrong? That one. So that's how I came to you. He says, look, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do, and this is what I'm going to say. And this is what I'm going to say. So you're going to be part of it, because you asked, Andrew, you asked about, I think it was the last live stream or the second last live stream that I'd done, and you asked, can people send stickers to you? And I says to you, what did I say to you? Yes, you could, because I'm thinking Andrew Cooper will be in that package. So it means then if I have 12 stickers, I can give everybody a sticker, and if I'm putting out a package, that sticker religiously, before I seal that package up, your sticker goes in there. So you're out there with me at the same time. And somebody goes, but I didn't want this sticker. I didn't want this sticker. That's up to them if they don't want the sticker. They can maybe pass it to somebody else that does want it. Or if they want to be part of your channel, or they want to support your channel, then they click the button and say, right, I'm going to put a sticker. But a lot of them do a sticker board. I don't have the space to do sticker boards and that, but I've got a special package that I keep a hold of, and I've got certain bits in it that I've kept, but there's sentimental value. I wouldn't sell them. I wouldn't sell the sentimental stuff. I'd need to be really short to go into that package and turn and say, I need to sell that bit, I need that bit, and I need that bit. Because that was the whole idea. We see that when I was buying the stuff for Man-Made Mountains. That wasn't a case of me keeping it. It's like the big dragon. The big dragon's too heavy to send back. I'm like, right, dragon I want to keep, because I like dragons, and I like the way he looks, and I like the way he is. And I'm like, I'm going to put that somewhere. That's going to get placed somewhere at some point. And then I was like, Piggy, this, and I was like, well, what if I keep Piggy, Skull, this, but if I've got a couple of bits that I've bought for him, because I've got other boxes I have to go through yet, as in that I know there's other stuff for Man-Made Mountains, but I bought that on the auction. I didn't ask him. I didn't go to his channel and say, by the way, I email him say, by the way, I'd like something. I like a couple of bits for you, but I don't want to pay. I could just imagine you turning around and emailing somebody and saying, I really like your channel, but you're looking for a handout, but not putting it that way. I would like you to make me stuff, but I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay for it. You don't want to pay for it? Well, there's the door. There's the door, mate. See your email. Don't contact me. I can just picture it. Don't contact me again. I don't do that. Buy something in auction, see an artist, and I'm like, I like that. The artist is not just an up and coming artist, and somebody sees the pose and they're like, I don't really know about that pour. I don't really know if I really like that pour yet. But they keep seeing as in stuff for whoever's channel or whoever it is. And eventually it grows in them. Well, it's like me, I see an opportunity and I grab it with both hands. That's cheap, that. I'm going to bid for that. I'm hoping that I don't get. Sometimes in the auction, I'm hoping that I'm not going to get it. It's going to go up too far for me. And then I go, I'm out. I'm sitting back. I'm out. I've helped that person out because that's made more than what he actually, what it's cost him, because there's labour work in the pours. There's labour work. There's materials. It's all money, materials and labour cost. Then you've got the moulds as well. You do sometimes have to buy the moulds as well. So that's money they've laid out in their hobby. And their hobby is a pastime to them. It's not a full business yet, because that's what it starts off with. It starts off with something that you're interested in doing. It becomes a pastime. Then it becomes a hobby. Then the hobby then takes over and it grows itself too big. And it becomes a business. But I never class my hobbies as a business. I don't think it will ever be a business. I just class them as hobbies. It's stuff that I enjoy doing. I enjoy doing it. and I enjoy making the videos for you guys. Okay, the proper get attacked. And I knew that was going. I knew that one day it was going to happen. I knew fine well that it might happen, and I was prepared to take that risk. I'd probably get attacked, but didn't get in. Didn't get in, and then they see in a video, Alex turned around and said about surveillance. I'm not saying whether yes I've got it or whether I've not or whether I've not. I'm not putting that out there. That's what they'll need to find out. I put it out there as in thing me. I'm looking into surveillance. I'm not saying whether I did get it or whether I didn't. They didn't get in, but it might have frightened them off. They might never come back because they got a fright. But hopefully it doesn't happen again. Because people see the video and they're like, he's got a lot of stuff in that house. We'll just break into that house and turn it over and see what we can get out of it. Because we can sell that stuff somewhere, or maybe we pass it on, hoping that the police don't catch us. I don't want to think about all that stuff. All the ifs and buts and why and when and all that carry on. Like, basically going with the channel. I want the channel to grow. I want it to be positive stuff. So you guys want to come in and join. Oh, let's go and see Alex on the new. Alex Thingmy just done a spontaneous live, but I don't want them being so spontaneous. I want them to eventually be regular. Maybe a Tuesday or a Thursday night. Oh, Alex on Thingmy Thursday night. I know that I know there's other channels that's on. I'm not bothered, because I got to a certain point and Peter's like, Alex, you're worrying about things you don't have to worry about, mate. You feel as if you're going to take somebody else's spot. If you keep waiting for a spot, it'll never open. Because there's too many on YouTube. But we all follow each other, and some of us follow other people. Some people can turn a device on, watch it on a mobile, and then somebody else is running at the same time. I know somebody that does six auctions, or they watch six auctions. They're a moderator for nearly 6 of them, and watch them as in doing it. And somebody says to me, go to such and such, and I'm like, no, I don't want them, because it's their time's valuable. I don't want people feeling that they have to do things for me, or they have to be here. Because it's like Andrew can float in and out when he pleases. If he shows up, he shows up. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I'm not holding him accountable and saying, you have to, because you've got a mod wrench or whatever, you have to be all here all the time. That poor boy's out working, as in for his family, trying to feed his family. Away down Hangman, as a motor technician for Mercedes. He's a motor technician for Mercedes, one of the biggest dealerships as in the country, Mercedes. And somebody like that, he's a specialised, what you call a specialised technician, is Mercs, as in a Mercedes. Some people I've seen garages take on work. They're not a specialist in anything. And you take a car into them and they say, oh, I can fix it. When it comes up to troubleshooting it, they haven't a clue, because they've never worked in that car before. And there's a lot of ones out there that are specialists in certain fields. And you go to them and they go, I know that motor inside out. I know exactly where to go with that. I know exactly the fault of that car. And I know exactly how to fix it. But you have to pay for their time and the labour that goes into that, because they're experienced in that field. They've maybe served 15, 20 years. It's like me with mobile phones. I don't cry myself as a mobile phone technician. I take something apart. I might be able to fix it. I might not be able to fix it. But I don't take customer stuff in. The reason why I don't take customer stuff in, because I don't want to break a customer's phone, and I don't want to have that on my shoulders. A lot of it's my own stock or used stock that I bought, and I like doing that. But I do a lot of that behind the scenes, and I feel that the videos for that would be too long. as in you sitting bored, as in me taking a phone apart, as in with the webcam. It does only frames at a time. I've noticed that sometimes when it's doing the frames, it's slow, and I'm like, it's not fast enough for what I want it to do. But I was like, it would be overhanging, so you would see what I was doing. But then I'm thinking, would you actually enjoy that? As in me seeing me do that, the screwdriver or the torque bits and all the rest, taking one apart, and then you see me, and then what if I got frustrated that you would hear me, as in if I got frustrated at the thing, if it wouldn't open. Because some of the mobile phones, what happens is, some of them have got 4 and some of them have got 6 screws, and they go in certain ways, and you can't see them, they hide the screws sometimes. Sometimes they're a rubber bit or a sticker, and you pull a sticker off it, and the screws are underneath. But sometimes they've got plastic clips, and you got to have the right tool. I've got it looks like just like a big bit it looks like a spade, but it's like a long bit of metal, and one corner's cut like a round half moon, and the other one's got it's got a V shape in it, but it's for actually putting in between and unclipping the clips. But some of them are a pain in the ass, and sometimes you break the clips, as in because it's only plastic. It's like a plastic housing. It's made in the plastic housing in the back and the front. And sometimes two of them clip together, but the way you unlock them, there's like an unlock tab, but sometimes you can't get to them because the two edges meet like that, so you can't see the clip. The clip goes sometimes under and clips in like that, so you can't see it, but it sits adjoining the two fascias, as in the edges meet each other. You don't see because the clip's sits further back. Sometimes pain in the ass. Sometimes I've seen me breaking some of the clips, and I'm like, is that going to go apart? Is that going to click together? That's fine. If you got to go right at the tired, I don't hold anybody. I don't hold anybody with a gun to their head. If you need to go, you go. Thanks for popping in. Because I'm going to cut this off, guys. That's me told you about the development. And if anybody else wants to chip in the pot on good night as well. I noticed on the banner when I said about the eBay, you can't actually see it on. You can see it on a laptop, but you can't see it on a tablet or on a phone. The eBay's sitting further to the opposite side, but it's not. This is not about the eBay. On that banner, it says Facebook and it also says PayPal. If you go up to that, I've never actually seen anybody use it, so I don't know if it works properly or not. But as in, if it doesn't, I will tell you. As in, if you, but I've always wanted somebody to click it and find out if it does work. It's PayPal ME. It's a PayPal ME thing. But I'm not saying that he's have to donate. I'm trying to make it so that people don't go, well, he's asking for a $1 out. So he's fucking asking. He's stinging me. He's begging. As in, he's even putting a capper and he's begging. Oh no, I'm not going there. He's begging. He's begging everybody. I'm not begging. I'm just saying, if you would like to donate to the shipping pot or the shipping fund, you can use the PayPal link or email me and say, I would like to donate to the fund, and I will give you the email address you need to send it to. And I don't care where you send it in Canadian money, Philippine money, US dollars. It converts, PayPal convert it themselves. Even if it's just a couple of pounds, it'll help. It goes to the shipping fund. Because I've got it, as I'm saying, I've calculated it up at the moment because I went and had a look at it. Because Paul asked me, did you get that money? And then he asked me, well, what does that convert to? And so I told him, I explained to him. But I didn't want to air it in public. Because I felt some people don't want to, when they donate to something, they want to stay anonymous. They don't want it out there as if you're giving them a shout out, that they feel that they deserve something in return. They want to see you do well. They want to see you do well. So they believe in you and they go, right, I can afford a couple of pounds to put in that pot. I'm going to put it in the goodness of my heart, because that's all what donations is. It's out the goodness of your heart. But I showed Paulie it and he went, and Paul goes, that's the first time I've ever seen a PayPal invoice. I went, you're telling me you've never seen a PayPal invoice? Because on his invoice it said on it, mine's, what happened is I messed up slightly. I built a PayPal account, which was a personal account. A friend of mine's I went to, who was into IT, he was an IT specialist, old mucker, helped me build the PayPal account so that I could put it onto the YouTube channel. I wasn't monetized at the time. My account ended up turned from a PayPal account, from a personal account, to a business account, which I've just left it that way. I've not changed it into a personal account again, because it's a faffing about with it. So I've left it as a business account. Anytime you guys donate, it will say on it, goods and services. Goods and services have protection on it. So if I don't send you something, you could claim that money back. You could claim for it. Some people actually tell you use friends and family, because it means then that they don't get hit with a fee, and also you cannot claim it back. You cannot claim it back. I don't work that way. On my eBay, my clients or my customers come first. If I have an unhappy customer, I will deal with that customer. I take the time out to with that customer and fix out what he is unhappy with, because I do not want an unhappy customer. And I get upset when I see these people turn around and say, I didn't receive goods. So I've made it this way so that people actually know, because I noticed something on another channel, and I don't want to go into details about that other channel because it is bashing it, as in a certain channel that's in the United Kingdom. The difference is, Alexander Smith, you will see mail calls out there. Cromwell's got one, or two. Andrew's got one. There's a couple other ones that's kicking out there, as in that I've sent stuff, and but I turned around and said to them, when you do a video for me, if you do a video for me, a mail call, I don't expect you to do that mail call. That is up to you. That's up to you whether you do it or not. I'm not out to be Mr. Big with a big head. I'm quite happy being who I am. I'm probably never going to change. If the channel went viral, I'd be like ecstatic. I would be ecstatic. I'd be like you guys. I'd be jumping up do you see me jumping up and down for joy, thinking I've won a watch, thinking, hold on, this channel's become viral, man. Jesus, how big is? But I'm trying to handle the amount of people that's on the channel, because I'm like, if that would happen, I would have 30, 40 packages, 50, 60, 100 packages to send out. My head would be all over the place trying to figure out whose package is this for them. Did I make sure that he got as in that package? Did I make sure I put that in it? Everything that he was supposed to get in it? I'm quite happy the way it is. Exactly, rigged. Exactly. I'm going like that. Rigged. Who's rigged? And then I'm thinking, that's 710. That's 710 rigged GAW game. You should actually be putting that link out there, rigged. I don't know, as in where, I don't know 710 if you're a mod. I actually need to go into YouTube system and as in have a look at that actually. Because that was the whole idea behind the channel, was to grow everybody that actually is put. It's like taking somebody and you take them under the wing and say, "Oh, come on, I want to show you something," and you think, "Oh fuck, I'm in trouble. I'm going to get it. Why do you want me to follow you?" And you're looking at him thinking, "Oh my God, what is he going to do to me? Is he going to thing me? Is he going to take me in that room and he's going to kick the living shit at me?" And it's, come on, hurry up, I've got something to show you, like that. So you end up, you go with them, and you're placed there. Now that is overwhelming. You placed somewhere, and they say, "I'm going to take you under the wing. I'm going to place you right there in the spotlight, and you're going to stand there, and you're going to sing." Fucking, and you're like nervous like that, thinking, "Oh no, that spotlight's on me. Oh no, like that." You don't know you don't know what they expect of you. That's what the American family did with me. They placed me there and went, "You're going there." And I went, "Oh fuck." I went, oh shit, what have I done now? But I don't want to make mistakes on the way. I don't want to make these little slip-ups. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not speaking out of turn, and I don't want people being upset. I would rather somebody say, "Right, didn't like that video," as in come to me and say in the email and say, "Look," and they actually explain to me, "I didn't like what part of it," because when I do a live stream or I do a video, they're all raw. They're not, there's nothing that's edited. If I start blipping up and I go and speaking and like that, as in, and keep repeating myself, it's one of the things. It's like as if it's built into me. As in, I do that. That is me. And people go, "But you've said that about 3 times. We heard it the first time." I got stuck and I didn't realise that I was doing it. But it's in the video, so you see it. So any mistakes that's in the video is there, and I know they're there, and I'm like, didn't like that video. But I found out that you keep deleting videos. That goes against you. You keep deleting videos off a YouTube system. I found that out by accident. Nobody told me. I found this out by accident. I pressed buttons or whatever, and I looked into something, and I went, "Hold on." I explained it sort of briefly to me, and I went, I didn't know that. I didn't see that. And I went, "Oh, hold on. Didn't see that." Right. I was like, didn't see. Right. Now I get it. Thank you. Right. I know, because I done me. That's what I wanted, because I done it with George. Last time. I went, he was doing Toonies rolls or something like that, and I went, and much other than George went, "There's such and such a." I went, "Well, can you PayPal request me?" And George went, "Can't you do it yourself?" I went, "No, you request it off of me, and I'll pay you." It means then I know you've been paid, and I want. So on the note, I said, 3 rolls for me, and you have to share the 3 rolls out. So it meant then the 3 rolls were to go to his channel. He had to pick whoever he wanted and pick at random, as in 3 people out, and give 3 people as in rolls, or as in whatever he was picking out the rolls. And I sort of wanted to do with you, rigged as well. That's why I was like, but it wasn't going direct to you, and I was like, fucking, and I tried to, and it wasn't taking in the system every time I put it in, and it was coming up with different people, and I was like, that's not, I don't know him as that, I don't know him as this, and I don't know him as that, and I was like, that'll end up going to the wrong, I was like, that'll go to the wrong person. That's why I kept saying to you, because my link is actually, my URL link is actually attached in, on it, there's like a plus sign, and it says add link. So you go to add link and you put the URL in it, and then when you put the URL in it, you save it to the URL, you save it, and it ends up, it attaches to the bottom, so it's in the about section on your page. So as you go to that, it directs you to that PayPal or to that PayPal me straight away. it means then that I know that you have got that, that money's went to you, and I know that I've paid you, so that you can't turn around and say, well, that didn't pay me. It's like me going to an auction and I bought £100 worth of stuff. 4 days goes past and you think, he's not put that money in. So then it becomes a week, then 2 weeks. But I like to, as soon as I've bought stuff at an auction, I like to try and get the email from the person or them request it from me. And then I just pay it, and and then it's done. And I'm like, that's fucking, that money's gone. That money's gone. It takes about, I think, about 2 days to go, 2 days to come out my bank account. But I know that money's sitting there. I know it's sitting there. I know what I've got in figures as in my bank, but I don't explain to anybody, and I don't tell anybody how much I've got in that bank. That's that's nobody's business. That's my business. That is my business, nobody else's. I don't ask you how much you've got in your pocket, because that's what people do. They'll show you a roll and go like that. They go 74 roll, and you go, I like that roll. Well, how much are you offering me for that roll? No, you tell me the price of what that is, or what you want for it, and I'll say yes or no. Do you know what I mean? I've seen people do that, and my old man used to hate that. You tell him, so you want as much as you possibly can out of my pocket. My old man's like, that doesn't work with me. It doesn't wash with me. My dad would just walk away. And then he'd think of a price, and he would actually hit you right in the. My old man would hit people in the chuckies, as in with stuff undervalue it. Oh, what's 12 quid. He didn't ding me as in like as if he winded them, punched them in the chest. Well, do you know what you paid for it? And you know, as in what you want for it. Well, as in, am I close to that? Am I close to that figure that you're happy with? Do you know what I mean? Right, guys, I'm off. See you later, because there's nobody watching. I'll try to do the one that Cajun does. Love, peace, and crackling grease. That's his favourite one. Bye, guys. And